Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share that I'm leveling up. So I was working on hitting 4 pans and now I will be working on hitting 5 pans in a palette. And this project is created by Sophie. I will link her down below, of course. She's so talented. And I had been working on my single eyeshadows. So I only have 8 single eyeshadows and I rolled all of them in as my level 4 palette because they were ignored and I wanted to get more use out of them. So the way this project works, in case you're not familiar, is that you randomly pick an eyeshadow palette and work on all eyeshadows in there at least once each and hit 1 pan, and then you level up to level 2. Then you have to use all eyeshadows in your level 2 palette twice and hit 2 pans and so on. So I was on my level 4 and now we'll be rolling in a new palette for level 5. And before we get into the update and I share my new pan with you guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Rafneet and I make a lot of panning videos. I like panning eyeshadows. So I had 3 pans last update and I only had to hit 1 new pan to level up because I had hit my usage goals on all of these eyeshadows, and I was super close on hitting pan on this matte starlit white shade. So before I share my new pan with you, let's do a little bit of refresher. So I was working on this Natasha Denona shade Helio and it already had pan on. I used it 4 more times as part of this project. And then this is a duochrome shade and I had pan on this one already as well, and I expanded the pan tremendously in those 4 uses. I think I used it 4 or 5 times. No, I used it 4 times. And this is from the brand called Mars. And from the same brand, I have this another duochrome which I had hit pan on last update. And this is called Norwegian Nights and the other one was called Finland Flash. This is more of green to pink shift and it's blue or indigo to parrot green, not parrot green but very warm olive green. These Natasha Denona shades and these Mars shades are all 0.4 grams product, so there wasn't a ton of product to begin with. This is my first pan, and then I also hit pan on this shade called Sense. It's from Natasha Denona and this is a new pan. I hit this pan as part of this project, so I hit pan on this one in only 5 uses. Used it twice more to expand it. And then this is the eyeshadow from the Glam palette. It doesn't have a name, it just says Outer Eyelid 321M, but this is the most sparkliest of them all. And I hit pan on this one after using it 8 times and used it twice more to hit 10 uses. I really love this eyeshadow. Then we had this eyeshadow called Exotic. It's from AOA Studio and it later got rolled into my pan those eyeshadows, so I was working on this one as part of that project. So this pan is not part of this project anymore, but I did hit 4 uses on this one prior to rolling it into my pan those eyeshadows. I really like this eyeshadow as well. It's very light and it's great to blend out those greens. This is a shimmer eyeshadow. It's called Ice Queen and it's also from AOA Studio. I would use it in my inner corners. The tip is very concentrated and I think if I had used it maybe 10 more times in a concentrated manner, I would have hit pan on this one. But we hit pan on the next eyeshadow, which is this matte white shade. It's called Starlit and it's from AOA Studio again. Last update we had huge dip going on this eyeshadow and I only had to use it once more to hit the pan. We have a big pan going on because I used it once more to expand it. I was using it more evenly because I was using a fluffier brush with this eyeshadow, and that's the reason we have this big of a pan. In this project, I have used it 18 times and I hit pan on 16th use. I'll correct myself, I used it twice more after hitting the pan, so that's a good number. I think I was also using a lot of this eyeshadow. I'm really excited about the 4th and final pan of this project. Coming back to Ice Queen, I used this one 17 times. Oops. in this project. So that's all for my level 4. Now it's time to roll in level 5 palette. I only have 4 palettes in my eyeshadow collection that have at least 5 or more than 5 eyeshadows without pan. I have been very good at hitting pan across all of my eyeshadow palettes, and that's the reason I only have 4 out of 20. I think I have 20 or 16. I think I have 16. Anyway, that's not relevant for this update. So I won't be working on, or I won't roll in my Morphe 35O Supernatural Glow palette because it's mostly neutral. It has mostly the brown shades, and I don't think it'll be very interesting to just work on 5 brown eyeshadows. And it also has lots and lots of eyeshadows, and it'll be really hard to get 5 uses on all of them. So we are left with these 3 palettes. The first one of them is of course my Hela palette from Odin's Eye and Angelica, and then we have this Lost in Los Angeles palette from BH Cosmetics, and we have Sub-Zero palette. It's again from BH Cosmetics. Let's randomly roll in the palette that we... Okay, it's Sub-Zero. Oh my god. Alright, so it has all of the blue eyeshadows. This is what it looks like. We have 5 eyeshadows, like exactly 5 eyeshadows without pan, and these are very blue. So we have 2 mattes and 3 shimmers. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to work on this palette in general because I will be mostly using all these eyeshadows in a similar way because they are similar tones. But yeah, I'm really excited to work on this one. I think it'll be a nice winter palette, although we are getting into fall. Anyway, this is what the panning gods have picked. It'll force me to be more creative with my eye looks, and I can use a pop of blue here and there. I like using blue more than using red eyeshadow. So yeah, I am not mad about it, and I'm looking forward to use it because I do enjoy the quality on these eyeshadows. It's so sad that you can't get it anymore. I was really impressed by how smooth these blue mattes are because I've used blue mattes previously from other brands and they've been super patchy, very hard to work with, but not these. These are very smooth. So I'm excited that this got rolled in, and we have to hit pan on all 5 eyeshadows here eventually. We'll see if I'm able to do that this year because we only have like what, 3.5 months remaining. I would say most of September, October and November, because I would want to do a finale with this palette in December. So we'll see. It's a stretch. We'll try, okay? We'll try. But that's all I have for today's update. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching, wherever in the world you are. I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.